Hi guys, you know who it is. So, I'm dyeing my locks, which I said in my last video. In my last video I said I was going to do red highlights with blonde hair, basically. So, this is the first time I'm dyeing my locks on my own. And I don't want to look too crazy. I mean, crazy is one thing, but look too crazy is too much. So I just said, well, I'll just do the blonde for right now. And then later on, I can just add the highlights later on. Because if I add the highlights now, I have to separate the locks with, you know, the foil paper and brush them on and put them to the side and then work on everything else. And this is my first time. And yeah, so I'll work on that maybe next week, week after, something simple like that, okay? Or the next time I'm ready to do my hair, then I'll, you know, put in the highlights, and then that could be a better judge of where I should put them and so forth. So I got my toner and my color here. You have to just mix the two, and I have 4 boxes. So originally I had 3 boxes plus the highlight, but I decided to do 4 boxes just in case. Just in case I need it, because the last time I got my hair done, which is like many moons ago, my hairdresser used 3 boxes and he ran out of color. So I want to do 4 boxes, being that I haven't been dyed in a very long time, and that blonde color does not match this that much, so I don't want blonde and then brown at the end. So not if I can help it. Okay. So I got my conditioners ready. I remember these from when I was Loose Natural. These are beautiful. I love these conditioners. They soften your hair, make everything all wonderful and great. So always use these conditioners. Let's see what else. I have a little brush comb thingy, so I can start out doing that. And let's see what else. That's it. I done wrapped my bathroom pretty much in plastic wrap, plastic bags, stuff like that, because you know how it is when you color your hair. Color gets everywhere. I mean, it's in, you know, you find nook and crannies of color everywhere in your bathroom that you didn't think color went. So I put my hair in 3 sections, because technically the box says 25 minutes to color your hair. And of course that's for loose natural or perm or whatever have you. Locks need a little bit longer. I'm going to see how much longer. But I still want it to be kind of on the speedy side. And I want the color to be as even as possible. So I'm starting with the back and go up to the top. Because like I said in the other video, a lot of times we start at the top because it's the easiest and it's what we can see. But the problem is up here is like mad light. And then back here is still dark. And we wonder why the back don't match with the top. That's why, because we start with the top and not the back. So that's what I'm going to start with, is the back. So, because the back will be the hardest. The back is the time consuming. The back is something you can't see and so forth. And for me, my hair is the longest in the back. So I'm going to start with the back first. So let me get all these colors developed and all shaken and stirred and everything, and I'll come back. Hey guys, I almost forgot that I was on. Alright, so I got my towel, my old ratty towel, so it can be all stained up and nasty and stuff like that. My old shirt on and so forth. I got these gloves, latex gloves, because they comes with gloves, but these gloves that they send you in the boxes do not stay on your hands. They tear easily and I don't like them. So I just get my own, you know, dishwashing type gloves. Hold on. My own dishwashing type gloves, and they stay on my hands. They're fitted to my hand, and they have rubber grips on them, so nothing slips and slides. So I'm good with that. So next is I am ready to do my hair. I'm a little nervous. Come out looking all crazy. But alright, I need a change, so here we go. But I'm making sure everything is nice and mixed and developed. So I have my shampoo ready. I am going to shampoo afterwards. My hair is dirty, so I am going to shampoo. I have my shampoo ready. My conditioners from the box is ready to go. And that's about it. So like I said, I'm going to start in the back. I mean, I know how to do this from, you can tell I'm nervous, I'm procrastinating. But I should do this, you know, many times the loose natural. I mean, many times. Locs, different ball game. So, all right, let's go. So hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna try to work it in as fast as possible. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oops. I didn't cover my ears or scalp or anything of that nature. But, oh well. I used to color my mother's hair. I did a lot of coloring in my day, so. I'm not going to run it all the way through to the ends right now. I'm just going to do most of the locks and make sure I get the roots. The roots in the back are most important. Also, I'm going to end up burning a little bit because I've been scratching my head. And those that ever had a perm knows that when you scratch, yeah, and you putting the chemical on your head, you're going to burn. So I'm going to work it in as fast as I can. I'm thinking I should still have some left because these are... Yeah, I'm just working it in. I'm going to do this section by section just to make it easier for myself instead of having a whole glop of hair that I'm trying to get light. So, section by section, but work it in as fast as you can. Sorry for the faces. Glasses wearer know what that is. So, work it in as much as you can because your hair is dense, thick, and wants to do its own thing. So, and I don't want to bleach my hair. That I don't want to do, is ever bleach it. Because that kills your roots, your follicles, and it messes up the moisturization, everything. So, all right, I'm gonna scurry on to the next section here. So I'll come back when my whole head is done, but you kind of get the picture. So they say about 25 minutes. I'm probably gonna need to leave it on for 40 because as you see, my hair is really dark back here. So, and to kind of get it even like everything else, you want to do, you know, a little bit longer, but not enough to have your hair fall out. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, excuse me. Okay, guys, this is we in second stages of dyeing. It's all wet and all got color on it and so forth. And I don't know if you can tell, but the lighter is getting lighter, and here it's getting browner. You can see it getting browner. Changing colors now. It's been about 15 minutes or so. So it's getting all brown now. So you just have to wait for it to keep getting lighter. And I'm just keep working it through. So I even turned my hair all the way over like this to get, try to as much underneath as I can. and just keep working it, all the color through. And I have a little bit more of the 4th bottle. So I got about half of the 4th bottle left. So I have to make sure that all my hair is colored. I'm not as worried about the little ends that much because they're light, of course. So I'm worried about here. As you see, the difference between here all the way down to about here is really dark. So that's what I'm trying to work through and get lighter. So that's where I am now. I just keep working it through, just like a perm. You just work it in just like a perm, and you just keep making sure all your ends and edges get covered. So I'm just working it through, and definitely, like I said, the darker areas. So I was gonna say the dark areas, but the darker areas. Just keep working it through, and then it's getting there. It's taking a while. Like I said, the box said 25 minutes, but excuse me, we're almost at the 25-minute mark. So, and it's not even close to blonde. It's just a lighter brown. So, I'll stay tuned. Hi, I'm back. This is the result. So see, it looks pretty even. I think I did a pretty good job. Looks pretty even as far as pretty evenly colored and everything. The back got it, so that's good. So yeah, and of course this would be lighter than the rest of it, of course. So, and of course also it's not as light as the box, the color on the box. And that's because, one, my hair has been colored in like 10 years or so. So the black was so embedded in it, it's going to take a few times for it actually to really be light. That's one. Two, I didn't bleach it. So if I would have bleached it, it would have taken the color a lot faster. But being that I'm not going to bleach it and I didn't bleach it, and the reason why is because I like my edges. Bleaching a lot of times breaks your hair really badly. And I mean, it eats your edges, it eats your shaft. It's just horrible for the most part. But it's the fastest way to lift color. But especially if your hair is like pitch black, that's the fastest way to get a lighter color into your hair and to stick. But me, I don't want to bleach my hair. So I'm just going to dye it, like I said, and leave it on for a while. I left it on for about an hour or so. And I could have left it on longer. But again, I like my edges. I like my hair. I like, I don't want my stuff laying on the pillow next to me. So I'm just going to leave it on for an hour right now. And because being that I haven't dyed my hair so long that it wouldn't get that much lighter. So I would just be killing my edges and my roots for nothing. So I'll wait about another 6 weeks or so, 2 months, and then I can lighten it again. And then it'll be lighter than it is now because one is used to being colored. Two, it's has already lifted, the black already lifted some. So therefore it'll be easier to color for the next go round. So, and yeah, so I'm good. At least my hair looks even. So I still have, of course, the lighter ends, but I already knew that. So, but yeah, I'm happy with it. Yeah, so I'm just going to style it now. And I'm probably going to do either pipe cleaners or the barrels, maybe. And that's about it. Also, I have a lot of hair, a lot of hair for dye to get through. And I've been locked for 14 years or so now. So it takes a lot of chemicals to go through each lock to lighten it up. And one, that time that it's going to take as far as in the hours when I do it is too much for my hair. It's going to start breaking and it's just going to be just awful. Then again, it was just almost black a lot of places. All in here was almost black. So that's why. So I'm just going to style it and, twist it up as normal, and that is all. So I probably will show you my pictures afterwards, and that is it. Peace.